Hello, friend. Welcome, welcome. It's Allison from Determined to Shine, and I'm so excited that you're here today. I'm really thrilled to be able to share with you all a brand new deck to my collection. This is the Moonology Manifestation Oracle. It's by Yasmin Boland and is a new Hay House release. Now, I'm going to talk for just a minute about why I picked this deck, and then we'll dive right in and have a look. Now, at Determined to Shine, we use, as I always say, the magic formula of spiritual connection, creativity, and community to bring forth joy in our lives, right? And for me, so much of that has come alive in the last, I want to say 6 to 12 months, really working closely with the moon and the moon cycles and where the moon is at, both in terms of phase and in terms of zodiac sign. So I was drawn to this deck in particular, though Yasmin does have an earlier deck simply called the Moonology Oracle. I was really drawn to this one because it goes through the 4 moon phases and through each of the zodiac signs in those 4 phases and talks about how to harness the energy of that moon. And that is a lot of what I'm doing in my life and personal practice right now. I have a Manifesting with the Moon class that is available. You can check the description link for that, or the description box. And I've also been using the Moonsight Lunar Guided Planner System for my business planning. And I'm just going to show you a little bit of what this looks like, but skipping ahead to a month I haven't used yet. So you can see, like, we've got a new moon in Scorpio starting in November, and there's all of this fantastic information, a tracker. There's, this is designed for business owners, but this planner has been really a game changer for me, and I will have my affiliate link to this as well. I do want to shout out to this planner system is designed by Vanessa Corazon, and it is pure magic right here. So between all of that, I had to have this deck. So let's take a look. Okay. This is kind of my first impressions. I've taken the plastic off and just very, very briefly looked at the guidebook, but I haven't looked at the cards at all. So you are getting my raw first impressions. Okay, 2-part box from Hay House Standard Fare. Attune to the moon and manifest miracles. I love that. I've also found that paying attention to the moon cycles really helps me just kind of track my own energy well. So let's look at the guidebook here. So, this is what I expect. So you're going to have some information on the moon cycle and the cards. I always recommend reading the guidebook introductory material, especially with a deck like this. I think certainly you could pull a card and read the message, but you're going to get so much more out of it if you just take a look at even this basic stuff, like paying attention to the elements of the signs of the moon. So, knowing when the moon is in Aries, Leo, or Sagittarius, I'm going to feel very fiery. And that's been really true for me. So even if you just pay attention to the element and don't go as specific as the zodiac sign, all of this information is going to be really helpful to you to get started. And then, of course, going into the cards. So we have the new moon cards. Energies of these cards represent doors that are opening to you. And then, of course, we're going to have new moon in Aries, new moon in Taurus, new moon in Gemini, new moon in Cancer, right? And we're going to go all the way through. And then we're going to have the first quarter moon, reveal where you're being challenged and how to use the obstacles arising as springboards to where you want to go. Again, we're going to go all the way through all 12 full moon cards. These energies are peaking when one of these cards comes up. You're approaching a pinnacle, and these cards can help push you to a turning point. Same thing, all 12. And then the last quarter, these cards represent conclusions and clearing the old to make way for the new. So again, there's a ton of information, and with each card, you've got a description, the manifesting mix, some mindset, some magic. Looks like that's going to be like crystals here, an affirmation, and when to manifest your magic. So that's the last quarter moon. I'm just peeking back a little bit. Yep. So the full moon cards have manifesting rituals. The first quarters have how to tune into your manifesting powers. Looks like focusing on chakras. And then the new moon manifesting tips for cutting through fears, celebrating joy, releasing blocks. Okay, attached to each thing. So forgive me for going a little bit backwards there. But so you can see this on its own is going to be great. And one of the things you can do at any time is just be like, where's the moon right now? What phase is it in? And what sign is it in? And that can help you harness that energy to create what you're really wanting. And again, just kind of make sense of yourself in the world. Here's the bottom of the box. And then we're going to look at the cards. And I'm excited to use this as an oracle, but I'm even more excited to use these just as a way to go deeper and bring forth, this energy in my altar space and etc. So loving these card backs. And this is my favorite Hay House stock. It is that lovely matte stock. Not too like rose petally, so they are gonna shuffle just fine. But yeah, Hay House lately, I gotta be honest, every single deck seems to have a different card stock, and I can't quite figure out like what's making them make the decisions. So we're gonna go in just a little bit closer to get a good look at these cards. So we're going to start with the new moon in Aries, which makes sense. Our new moon cards are first, and Aries is, of course, where it all kicks off. I myself am an Aries baby, though I was born under a full moon and the first day of Aries. So I like being kind of the astrological kickoff, just because, whatever. That's just my personality. It's a very Aries thing to want to be first. Okay, so in all these cards, I'm guessing we're going to have a new moon image, which means it's going to be primarily dark. Our symbol, our phase, and then a key phrase to harness that energy. So go for it. Know your worth. Think it through. So true. Relax. Cancer moons, I just cry a lot. I don't even know what to tell you. New moon in Leo, shine. Of course, I'm gonna love this card because I love sunflowers. They're so special to me. And of course, shine. Determined to shine. Anything with shine or bright, you guys know I just freak out. Virgo, trust all will be well. I'm really enjoying the earthy vibe here. Know you are loved. This is really, really powerful. My personal moon sign is a Libra moon, and I like to think this is what I like to do here on this channel and with my business with Determined to Shine is make sure you always know. What do I always say at the end of the video? I'll say it now in the middle. You are safe, you're loved, all's gonna work out. I promise, promise, promise. Go deeper with that moon in Scorpio. New moon in Sagittarius, focusing on the positive. Step up and lead. Open up to change. Attune to the divine. And then we're going to go to first quarter. So what I love about knowing where the moon phase is, right? I am a person with a really fire heavy chart. I have a lot of fire, I have a lot of air, I have some water, I have no earth. Okay. So I don't have none, but not lots. So it's important when you know that the moon is in an earth sign and you don't have a lot of earth, or maybe you do but you feel like you can't access it very well. I have an earth element in my big three, but when I go pull out and look at all of my balanced elements in my chart, the earth is just not there, which is why I'm so often ungrounded. But if I know that the moon is in an earth sign, then I can really pay attention and give myself that boost to pull from the moon, right? And I'm pulling up the guidebook again, just so you can see here where which signs are in each element if you're not sure of that. And so I do have a Virgo ascendant, but that's it, and that's probably the least developed element in my chart. And so It just helps me to be able to like really, if I need to be grounded or solid or have a lot of like business tasks, knowing when the moon is in an earth sign can be really helpful. I hope that makes sense. And again, all of that is stuff I'm learning from working with Vanessa. So really recommending her planner there. Okay, so, and of course there's all that information about that in the guidebook as well. Sorry. Okay, let's go to the first quarter moon cards. Aries, step into your power. Okay, this is awesome. And I'm loving we're seeing the moon in the right phase here. So step into your power. Oh, and we've got our associated chakra symbols as well. So this is lovely. All right, so release control. Speak your world into being. That's Gemini. That's such a great throat chakra sign. Push through insecurities. I love this card. Be humble in Leo. That's beautiful. Assess the situation. That is a very Virgo thing to do. Keep your heart open. Again, that's my Libra moon showing. Anytime I get a Libra card, I'm like, ooh. Release your blocks. If you're not sure where your moon sign is and you want to know, I highly recommend astro.com to pull a chart for free. And there's another site that's just moon signs and phases, and I'll have to look that up, but I'll leave it in the description box for you, because knowing about your moon sign can really help you, again, just kind of know when you're really on and how to, get things done better. Believe in your good luck. I love this. Unleash your kindest self. That's beautiful. One of my favorite people is a Capricorn, and he is so kind. Like that's such a way I would describe him. So I love that. Aquarius, trust the universe, and Pisces, of course, honor your feelings. And looks like we are having some British spelling, so A-okay with me. I always say we Americans are the ones who are doing everything wrong. Don't take offense, fellow Americans. I just mean... Anyway, moving right along. Cooling my emotions. Full moon in Aries. All right, love it. Oh, so now we're going to see some of that gorgeous moon imagery because we are all full up here. So cooling your emotions. Detox. Embrace the flow of life. Let your fears dissolve. Go wild. I love this. I love this. Take inspired action. Beautiful. Find a balance. So this is where, like, this would be, and I don't know if this is in the guidebook or not, but like this would be my, what I'd call power card, right? Because I was born under a Libra full moon, right? So like this is quote unquote my birth card of this oracle. And again, like if you look up your signs, you can know that, and this card can be more meaningful to me, and then you can find one in the deck that's your power card, and that's great. And if you were born in between, like in waxing or waning phase, gibbous or crescent, and not one of these four, just kind of allocate yourself closer, whichever one resonates, and work with that. Breathe through the tension. Oh, those Scorpio full moons, they will challenge you. See the bigger picture. Take a reality check. Be real. I love how we're seeing like these kind of traditional zodiac images. Like that's a very traditional thing for Aquarius and for Pisces, the fish. It's really neat to see them kind of in the cards as well, right? Forgive. Okay, and we're going to go to last quarter. So, Aries, work through your feelings. That's what we often have to do, us Aries. Be proud of yourself. This card is important. I think so often we like don't give ourselves enough credit for the things we're really great at or the things we've accomplished. Like we're always looking at what's next, right? Like I'm in this massive declutter as I prepare to move, and I'm always like, oh, I haven't gotten anything done, without recognizing like, oh, actually I've absolutely like unloaded, a couple of trucks worth of things I didn't need and released them and donated them and let them go, and it was so beautiful. And so I have to like stop and give myself that like pat on the back. And so I'm just going to, pause and challenge you. Like, what are you not giving yourself credit for? And just kind of give yourself a little celebration, right? Clear your mind. Take a breather. That card is beautiful. Lighten up. Attend to the details. Make time for self-love. Reveal what needs to be seen. This is really beautiful. I love this. Practice gratitude. Leave the past behind. Beautiful. Reflect on your priorities. Talk less, feel more. That's a challenge for us talkers. Okay, so those are the cards. I love this deck so far. I'm really excited to work with this. Again, just because of, the different ways that working with the moon has been so powerful for me. So, if you just like the images and you just want to use these keywords and this deck calls to you and you enjoy the moon, then I think that's fine. I don't think you have to overthink it. But if you really want to learn more, I think this would be a great resource for you too, because again, with any single part, okay, I turned to a Libra moon as I just was opening it up, keeping your heart opening. There's a message here that you could read just like an oracle. Manifesting mix, mindset, tune into your heart chakra, affirmations, and then how to, make your magic known, etc. So, you can use this just like a regular oracle, any way you want to. But I think another way you really might just notice a lot of neat things in your life is to pair this with learning about the moon and going with all of that, right? Like, it's just a really powerful way to experience the world. And sorry, I'm just flipping through the planner right now to just check one thing here. Because I was just curious. I wanted to double check, but we aren't quite to the last quarter moon yet. We are between the full and the last quarter right now. But the moon is in Cancer today as I'm filming this. But so if we look ahead, we can see the message for the coming moon cycle. So of course I just I shut my little thing on it here. So you can see in the planner, she gives you all this great information. And I can see that, later this week we'll be moving into the last quarter moon in Leo. So let's just grab that card and see what there it is. The message is lighten up. I'm laughing because I've been so taking myself too seriously lately. But if we go to the guidebook, so wherever you're at in your life, especially if you're watching this right as I've posted it, know that we're kind of right in this place. But otherwise, if you're watching it later, of course, just take the message for yourself for whenever it feels good to you, right? Let me get the one thing that might be tricky for people is that the cards in the guidebook, they are in order of moon phase and then by zodiac. So if you don't know the order of the zodiac, you might want to look at the index to get where the card goes. Okay, so we're at the last quarter moon in Leo, which is telling us to lighten up. Okay, it says what's happening for you right now can turn out well, but you need to find a balance between the light and dark of the situation. Get in touch with some lighter and happier feelings to clear away any energetic debris that may have grown out of your fears. That said, this isn't about glossing over drama and pretending all is well if it isn't. A positive attitude towards life now will help clear away any upsets. I'm chuckling because, I'm in this flux phase of being very stuck in my process with moving. I've been talking about that all year. And so, of course, finding a balance between where I'm at and where I'm going and how hopeful I am, because I can't wait, you guys. I'm so close. I'm so close. Probably just, I feel like I've been saying I'm a month away for months and months, but really so close. And everything's on track and everything is working out in divine timing, right? Which I love, but there we go. Happy manifesting comes from a happy place. So manifesting mindset, make a list of your blessings. I really like that. Gratitude practices are key. And then here is, they give me some crystals for working with Leo. Sunstone, carnelian, and citrine are the first three I certainly would recommend to anyone working with Leo energy, so that makes sense. Fire agate is another great one. Trying to think if there's anything else I would throw. I would throw an orange calcite in here as well. I really love working with orange calcite. Choose a crystal, hold it while you meditate, visualizing a warm orange light swirling around you. Alternatively, keep your crystal close by as you work through your situation, or use 5 or 6 to create a crystal grid. I love that. I love crystals. You guys know that. That's my thing. So that's awesome. When I forgive myself, I set myself free. Great affirmation. And then here's some additional information here. So on the best time to work. So I'm loving this. I'm really excited about this deck. And this does describe kind of where I'm at. And that may or may not always be the case, right? But I love the ability to pull a card and work with it like that. Or of course, I can just shuffle and pull a message as I normally would. So that is everything, Moon, that I have for you today. I hope you liked seeing inside the cards. I will have in the description box the link to the deck, the link to Vanessa's awesome planner system, the link to my Manifesting with the Moon class that is designed to take all of the kind of confusing bits of moon work and make it really easy to understand, probably much more easily than this video. It's really a great one for you want to work with the moon and you have no idea where to start. That class is excellent for you. Super, super affordable. And then I will also put those links below for calculating your own moon sign and phase and everything you need. So I love you so much. I don't say that lightly. I mean it. I mean it very, very deeply. And as I saw recently on Facebook, someone said, how can you say you love me if you don't even know me? And the response was, of course, that lots of people hate what they don't know. So the person who did the post said, I can love what I don't know. And I may not know you personally, but if you're here watching this video right now, our hearts are connected. And I am so grateful for that. And I'm so grateful to you for watching the video and being part of Determined to Shine in whatever way that looks like for you. If that just means you're watching the videos, awesome. If it means you want to pop down to that box and grab, this class, or I have a free crystal meditation that you can download. And I've got, retreats and all kinds of things, like whatever you want, however I can help you find some light in the darkness. I would love to do that. So have an amazing day, week, month, etc. I will be back in a few days with another video, and I hope you just shine, however you need to, and remember that it's always brightest before, it's always darkest before the dawn, and the sun always comes out tomorrow. And he was right. So have a great one, and I love you all, and I will see you next time.